Yeah, so I'm back at the house. Um, what I was talking about was from a male perspective. Like I said, going forward, I guess a lot of content that I send out is going to be, male focused. So I don't know, you know, how it is to be a woman at the workplace. I never known that. So what I was speaking on was from a male perspective. If you're in a job as a male, and if you're not doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's like I feel like it's like cliquish. You know what I mean? Especially in certain places. I ain't gonna say all places, but certain places it's cliquish, even for the men. And I just find that feminine for some reason for men to, um, I don't know, man. Just click up, and if you ain't doing what they doing, if you ain't smoking, if you ain't drinking, and you ain't showing up to work high or something like that, they gonna look at you different. If you sober, you showing up to work, they gonna look at you different. If you taking your work seriously, they're gonna look at you different. They want you to underachieve. They want something to say about you. And this is just from personal experience because I go to every job, you know, thinking, I'm not trying to, do the job to the best of my abilities. And some men, um, some males, I'll say, some males don't go to work with that mentality. And a lot of some, I ain't gonna say a lot of men. Well, I don't know, could be a lot of men. They don't have that mentality, and so when they see that you coming there, and I don't know, maybe it's like a outshine me type of thing, or you might not, they might not want to see somebody do better than them. But from my perspective, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to, do the job that I can, and like I said, to the best of my abilities. And like I said, it's from a male perspective. So if a female watching this, I don't know how you go about it doing it yourself, but from a male perspective, just keep doing that. Keep being yourself because maybe that's not the place you need to be at. And that's what I realized at a few of my jobs. Like, oh, you taking this seriously? Oh, you trying to, what I'm saying? Oh, you're not, you're not drinking out the work. You're not smoking when all of us smoke. You're not pulling up to work, with a black and mild in your mouth or something like that. I've done that, man. I'm through with that. I'm focused on, focus on what I need to focus on or whatever right now. And simple choices that men make, you know, it's gonna cause people to look differently towards you. And if that's who you are, then be who you are because they being who they are. You know what I'm saying? They half in it. You know what I'm saying? They not taking it seriously. They chasing thoughts. You know what I mean? That's not something that I'm doing. I'm not, looking at, females at work and stuff like that and trying to, what I'm saying, just not something I'm focused on. So definitely want to get that train of thought out. You know what I mean? Like it's just stuff that's happened to me. You know what I mean? Like when they see you carry yourself differently. I mean, I was at a job where I'm probably the only guy that did not smoke, that did not come to work. You know, with something in my mouth that I was smoking, and the more and more I mature and I grow and I learn, the more and more that whole act of just it looks very feminine to me, man. It looks like I was telling one of my buddies. It looks like it looks sexual. I'll just leave it at that. And for a man to do that, I mean, I just wish that some men will look at it differently and stop smoking, man, and stop putting stuff to their mouth like that because it makes you look a certain way after a certain while. I mean, like I said, from experience, I can look back at it and see I participated in that. Not anymore. I haven't participated in that in a while. So I mean, I'm just saying I looked like that at some point, and I'm glad I don't no more because it gives off feminine vibes to me. Um, but yeah, man, just keep just if you kind of go to work and I've seen people like that. Like I know these people don't exist, and I hope somebody see the video and then it resonate with them. That's similar. They got similar work. And I've seen people with similar work ethic than me in the workforce and stuff like that. So I know these people exist, and it ain't just me that's trying to work, and get stuff done. And I'm not saying I don't like to listen to music or I don't like to enjoy myself, but it's like, my work gonna come first though. If you see me listening to music or you see me, laxing, it's because I didn't finish something. It ain't before I started doing something. So that's all I'm saying. But I think I also was, talking about, these people, and I was just saying in the last video, these people are trying to, they see that and they see they can't get you to do any degenerate stuff with them or they can't connect with you on something negative, then they're gonna try to get rid of you because a lot of males that are in not men that are in power, they want to keep a vibe a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's cool to walk around with something in your mouth all day, puffing and puffing. Some people think that's a cool look. It ain't a cool look to me. And people like me, really like me. Like people, it's not a cool look. Um, and like I said, that's somebody that participated in. I wasn't my best when I was puffing cigarettes and smoking Black and Miles and stuff like that. I wasn't at my best. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna do that. So that's pretty much what I want to get into. Just like I said, if you eventually you know get left out or get removed from a position, so what? So what? It happened for a reason. You ain't supposed to be there. Be on the lookout for where you supposed to be at because that's coming up. And I mean, it might take a day or two of patience. It might take a week or two of patience. But just know, that's not where you were supposed to be at, and where you supposed to be at is coming. You got to meet it halfway, though. I will say that you got to meet it halfway. It ain't just gonna fall in your lap. You gotta go looking for some of this stuff, and you'll be honestly, from personal experience, you will be amazed at what you find. Just once you go, looking for, some positive for yourself. You might take a couple steps, make a couple steps or 3 steps for yourself, and then you'll run into some people that's willing to help you with the next 6 steps. You know what I mean? So, don't, don't if you feel like it's time to go, what I'm saying, I wouldn't quit a job, definitely I wouldn't quit a job, but um, just start, realizing what it is. That don't mean you have to downgrade your work and keep being you, because they're gonna eventually get rid of you at some point anyway. If they trying to keep the vibe at the place a certain way, they're gonna get rid of you eventually because you don't. They know you don't fit there, and maybe they trying to move you because they know you don't fit the vibe there. They know you don't. We ain't trying to. We're not trying to build nothing, positive here. We're not trying to build people up here. You know what I mean? We're here for temporary success and temporary accolades, and that's just not me. That's not how I'm built. Um, I build stuff for the long run when I do build, and it's hard for me to walk away from projects when I know I put in, a lot of work and a lot of time into stuff. So, but even if that's you, don't worry about walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got something greater waiting for you. I know it sounds cliche. I know you don't heard it before, but it's facts. I mean, I'm living proof of it. I got something greater waiting on me, and it's coming. We already willing and dealing on that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this for my men and young men out there that's just going through something like that who you know only know how to go hard when they at work, or what I'm saying, or trying to shine at work and stuff like that. Sometimes sometimes people gonna give you zero, and I mean I didn't know how long this video is gonna be, but I got another train of thought. Sometimes people you gonna have the work ethic, and sometimes people gonna give you next to no training on it. Been in that situation multiple times. They're gonna expect you to reach in the sky and pull information, pull techniques and strategies that you know nothing about, and you're not supposed to know nothing about. So, men, if you're in that type of situation, don't worry about it. If you don't know it, it's a reason you don't know it because nobody's broke it down, and nobody told you. You know, you're in a new situation. Nobody's told you. Don't feel bad about it. If you don't know, you don't know. Just know that if they willing to show you, then you willing to learn. And sometimes you got unwilling teachers. I've encountered that. You got people that don't want to teach. They might see your potential. They ain't no might. They do see your potential, and they probably holding on to whatever they got because they like once I give it to him, he finna run with it. That's not what you're supposed to be then. Because if I show somebody something, I've always been. I don't know if you can't find somebody that I haven't at a job where you haven't come up to me and I haven't showed you as much as what I know. I'm not trying to hold nothing from you because if you good as me or you get better than me, then I want to get competitive. You know, I want to make a game out of it at some point. And a lot of people ain't like that. Um, Sadly, some men ain't like that. You know, and that's what you'll have to deal with. Don't worry about it. If people withholding training from you, don't worry about it. Do what you can. Find out what you can because I'm nosy. I'll look up stuff on the web just so I can be ahead of the game. Find out what you can, but don't worry about it though. Don't waste too much time on it. And that was the last train of thought I had. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good one. Got 2 videos today, so I gotta find out what thumbnails I'm gonna use for that. But I'll see y'all on the next one.